That's a 400. That's a Ninja 400 that just absolutely obliterated me on the outside. Oh my goodness.
So it sparks at me.
I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna get him! Come on! Oh. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Yami Noob. We're back on track with the Royal Enfield, but this time there's a bit of a twist. We're gonna see if Josh can beat me on his SV650.
Woo, wish me luck.
So for today's video, Josh has brought his noble steed, his somewhat prepped SV650. You've done a couple mods to this thing, you know, tell us a little bit about the bike.
Yeah, I mean, I found the garage in a non-running state in somebody's garage. That's where I found it, and put a tank on it and got it back on the road. It is basically stock bike. Stock suspension, stock front and rear suspension, stock throttle, stock, pretty much stock everything, honestly.
Okay.
Just except for the fairings. It started life as an S model, now it's naked, but yeah, this is stock Gen 2 SV650.
Yeah, but most important, you do have pretty good tires on here.
Yep.
Are these S22s?
They're S21s.
S21s, and you're not leaking any fluids, which is the most important thing.
That's correct, yep.
Yeah, and of course, as you guys know, this is our giveaway Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 over here. At the link down below to shop.yaminoob.co to get entered to win it, or on yaminoob.co, become a member and earn long entries to win this motorcycle. And as Josh mentioned, this is about as bone stock of motorcycle as you get too. The only thing we've done to this machine is put a new master cylinder on it to get a bit better braking pressure on it, but it's still on the weird wonky tire setup, the Zuma Cruise tires. I'm down about 30 horsepower from you and up about 75 pounds if I remember correctly. So I've got quite a deficit to make up, but I am much more experienced than Josh. However, you are getting your experience up. You've done champ school now, you've been riding off-road more, you got a little bit more on you, right?
That's right, I'm a better rider than the last time I was out here. Feel more confident on track thanks to the champ school guys. I wasn't on this bike, but R7, really similar. I've got my braking situation sorted and got the exact feel that I want in the lever, so that's kind of the biggest thing you want. I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to be on those tires, but good brakes and good tires, and you can go pretty far.
Can do a lot. Well, nothing to it but to do it. Let's get on track. All right, guys. Gonna see if I can beat Josh on track, or if Josh can beat me, rather. So I'm actually running my personal best pace today on the Daytona. I just went out on track with it and pulled a 206. So there's no rider excuses today. It's just all Royal Enfield, and we'll see if we can make it work. All right, we're gonna do a flyer, or rather a warm-upper, and we'll see how Josh hangs.
Let's go beat up on this SV a little bit.
So as Josh mentioned, he has a couple days of champ school experience and I think 3 track days under his belt at this point. But this is going to be very interesting. I'm extremely handicapped with this motorcycle. We'll see how it goes for me. I really hope Josh doesn't embarrass me. I have no excuses. I'm literally running as fast as I normally run on my Daytona. So there's nothing really that I could do. There's the scraping already. Come on, little Enfield. Come on! I should have been down a gear. There goes some leader bike. RSV4 or something like that.
Oh, whoop, whoop. Can't smack into the back of him just yet. That's a good sign, though.
Oh my goodness. We gotta carve really clean lines here, otherwise we're not gonna make up the time.
Thank you, SV. Gotta set up before the turn.
Come on, Enfield! That's a 400! That's a Ninja 400 that just absolutely obliterated me on the outside. Awesome. Oh, this bike is so bad. I'm gonna brake so freaking late up here. Back straight here, almost touching 90 miles an hour. All right, we're coming up towards the back straight here in a little bit, or the front straight rather. And I've instructed Josh to go ahead and pass me when he's able to after 2 laps. So we'll see if he does it now. I don't think so, Josh.
There, you got me on braking.
Come on, Enfield. Come on, Enfield. Show all the Enfield Sips proud. I just got to stay committed on the gas more than he is.
Dragging feet.
I could have cut him there. Oh, he's gonna get me here. God, this bike is so slow. Look at this, he's just walking away from me. There's nothing I can do. Front end is just chattering away. I'm wide open. Oh boy. Woo. Oh, that was a weird line, Josh.
That's a unique line. My feet are dragging. All right, let's go, let's go. Let's put some distance between us.
Look how he just walks away from me. That's an SV650. Come on, Enfield, no. All right, in the brakes, let's go.
The SV will make up for slow riders.
Ah, just bury it, come on. Scraping. Wide open, come on, Enfield. Oh, do me proud. God, I could barely catch Josh, which is really sad for me. Whew. I'm gonna have to try to catch him more in the braking zones. We got an R1 coming. I'm hoping Josh gets spooked with this R1 a little bit. Buys me a little bit of time.
Face down a little bit. See if Eric wants to catch up. Let him try and make a pass.
Hanging on the limiter here. Caught him there a little bit. Open it up, wide open, come on! I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna get him! Come on! Oh! Ask me again if I'm on the limit, baby, let's go! Come on, Enfield! Just gotta stick with him right here. I can get him in the brakes on that next sector.
Oh, I'm in neutral. Oh,
come on! I'm scraping all over the place.
he's throwing sparks at me. This poor SB.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna get him in the next braking zone. I'm gonna try. God, he pulls away so hard. That's an SV650, and he's just like taking me to frickin' Gapplebee's. I think Josh is taking me, guys. I'll tell you what, riding a bike like this teaches you a lot about bike control. I'm having to work so hard to just keep this thing going.
Watching, see what he's got.
Oh! I'm gonna crash this thing.
Where is he at? Where is he? Yeah! Let's go! You almost ruined that bike! Woo!
All right, folks, we're back here in my garage at Eagles Canyon with some interesting results, right, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to tell the folks what happened?
Yeah, so as many of you saw in the track footage, we were pretty neck and neck, honestly. You got away from me basically by the end of like 3 or 4 laps. I couldn't close down the gap anymore. You started figuring out your braking zones, and I had nothing for you on the Royal Enfield.
Yeah, I improved a lot this session specifically over the morning session, I think, and yeah, it got to a point where we were told to close our gap a little bit, and I could slow down, and I felt like I could do your pace.
Yeah,
no problem.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a blast though. I remember when you passed me on the inside of that one corner right in front of me.
Yep.
Scared the crap out of me.
Now, I do want to iterate just for my own hubris and ego here. Josh can keep my pace when I'm on the Royal Enfield. Because I literally earlier today was doing a 2:06 on my Daytona, which is my personal best record pace. So the Enfield is really compromised, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw over there that I literally broke the rear brake riding it.
Yeah, you pulled the piston out of the master cylinder by pushing the brake the wrong way, leaning the thing over.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Pretty impressive, I gotta say.
That's right.
Yeah, so we're scraping brake levers, pegs, bits of center stand, I think the exhaust too a little bit. I mean, scrape city on the Royal Enfields. You guys probably heard while I was riding it around. Yeah. And the thing is just sketchy as all hell on those tires and that suspension.
It's sketchy being behind you. It's like sparks just throwing at you. Yep.
So how are you feeling kind of watching the Royal Enfield as we're going around? You said it looked kind of sketchy, right? Looked out of sorts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was very clear that I just had you on power all day long.
Yeah.
I had you on power, and then I had you on lean angle, and there wasn't much you could do at that point, which was, thank you for the opportunity. That was a blast. But yeah, it was pretty clear. I could see the way you were having to ride it and how far you were trying to push it away from you to get more cornering speed. But yeah, it was pretty clear. Anytime I was behind you, it was just sparks. Yeah. Sparks in every corner.
So now, I mean, now you're ready to keep up with me on the Daytona, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got it.
You're ready, right?
Yeah. Let's go do 2:06. No, I found 8 seconds over the last time I was out here.
Yeah. Last time you're out here, you're in the 40s. Now you're in the 30s, which is really commendable. And I think just a little bit more, and you'd be in the 20s, no problem.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the SV's still not set up that well, like the R7 that I rode at Champ School, but little tweaks there to give me a little bit more confidence. I was finding a whole lot more braking pressure and braking a lot deeper and later and trail braking a lot longer.
Yeah. So you looked a lot more smooth, especially your braking. I remember the first time we came out here, you would just bonsai the brakes, and it was like boom, boom, trying to rev match, and it was over braking, and you're way smoother on the brakes now, way smoother. But just to reiterate, guys, so the final time that the Royal Enfield did the best it did was a 2:32. That is the best time I could produce on the Royal Enfield. One of the slowest bikes I've ever taken around this racetrack, I gotta say. But, as we were talking earlier, I wanna improve it. I think we need to come back out, get that bike some rear sets, some sticky tires, try to find some power performance, because my God, it's so slow. I mean, you were super skywalking me on the SV650. Like, on the straights, you were pulling like bus lengths on me. I mean, that's there's nothing you can do at that point.
The back straight, I was hitting about 110. I think you were like hitting 90.
If that.
Yeah.
It was indicated like breathing on 90. So realistically like 85, you know? Which I could then make up in the braking distance. You know, I'd see brake marker 2 and I was like, now I'll start braking, which I would not do on a normal motorcycle. That's insane. But yeah, I think we got to come back out the Enfield. I think we got to build it up a little bit. Maybe talk to Royal Enfield or SNS or Melissa Paris or the Bill Train Race guys and sticky tires, 17s, clearance, figure out the suspension and come back out.
Absolutely. I bet with some of that stuff, I'd have a much harder time chasing you down.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember, the Royal Enfield is a giveaway motorcycle. Hit the links below to shop.yamanoob.co or yamanoob.co. Become a member, and we'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Well, look at you. You've made it to the end of another Yami Noob video. You should consider yourself pretty lucky because I have curated this one right over here for you to continue watching. It's probably just as good as the one you just saw. Unless you hated the one you just saw. I don't know, maybe leave me a comment down below about how much you hated it as well too. Or just keep watching this one. Make sure you keep watching Yami Noob. Don't forget to keep watching Yami Noob. That's the most important thing. Keep watching Yami Noob.